Hey everybody, it's Tom with Path to Billions. Today, I'm going to be explaining why I plan on switching my Amazon FBA business from a retail and online arbitrage business to a wholesale focused business in 2020. Now in 2019, I actually went full-time doing retail and online arbitrage with Amazon FBA. Through that experience of doing that for over a year now, I decided that in 2020, I'm going to switch it up and set new goals for my business. There are 5 main reasons that I have for switching over, and that is what I want to cover in this video. If you're currently selling on Amazon, these might be some things you want to consider yourself. If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know the number one piece of advice I have for Amazon sellers is to focus on replenishable products. These are the products that you can constantly buy and sell, and they'll be the bread and butter of your Amazon business. I have one replenishable product in particular that I've sold nearly 2,000 units of over the past year. And I have a couple other products that I've sold hundreds of units of over that same time period. This leads me into my first reason for switching over to wholesale, and that is you have a greater chance of finding replenishable products with the wholesale suppliers you start buying from. Some of these wholesalers will definitely have closeout deals here and there, but the majority of products they're selling are replenishable and you can constantly keep them in stock. Keep in mind that you can only have replenishable products if you're buying from legitimate wholesale suppliers and not liquidation companies. You want to avoid liquidation companies because you can't guarantee the product's going to be in perfect condition. Sometimes their boxes might be damaged or there might be other problems. So you're better off sticking with legitimate wholesalers. This gives you the ability to build up dozens and eventually hundreds of replenishable items in your Amazon store. My goal is to slowly increase the replenishable products I have in my store. That way, whenever they start to run low, I can just order more. Being able to purchase dozens or hundreds of an item at a time is a major positive compared to doing that with retail arbitrage. Imagine trying to replenish a product doing retail arbitrage. You go to the store you bought it from and you don't know how many they might have in stock, if they even have it in stock. If they're out of stock, you won't know how long it'll be until they get them back in stock. With wholesale suppliers, it is much easier to do and less of a headache. Buying these products through your wholesale suppliers will improve your consistency and reduce the amount of headaches you have. The second reason is actually a pretty big complaint amongst new sellers, and that is gated categories and brands. The benefit of wholesale is if you purchase from legitimate suppliers, you could use the invoices they send you when you make a purchase to get ungated in those brands and categories. This provides you a huge opportunity to sell products in categories you normally wouldn't be able to. This opens up your business to a whole new line of products and categories so you can expand the variety of items you have in stock. Another big benefit of getting ungated in certain brands or categories is that there's simply less competition in those brands and categories. If I go find a replenishable product from Target, it's only a matter of time until somebody else finds that same product and the price starts to drop. However, with gated categories, there's simply less people able to sell those products, so you'll have less competition and there'll be less sellers on those listings. Another benefit of getting ungated in those brands is that you can now source these products via retail and online arbitrage. I did mention in the beginning of this video that I plan on switching my business over to wholesale, but during the transition time, I still plan on doing online and retail arbitrage. So once I start getting ungated in these brands, I can source them from retail stores. This gives me a huge opportunity when I'm outsourcing to find new brands and categories to sell in. This gives me way more opportunities to grow my business. If I get ungated in a brand like Nerf or Hasbro, then I have the possibility of finding that product when I'm outsourcing. This increases the variety of products I'll be selling on my Amazon store. Also, keep in mind, if you're purchasing from legitimate wholesale suppliers, you no longer have to worry about IP claims on those items. You may know this by now, but Amazon does not accept receipts as an invoice when you get an IP claim. However, they do accept invoices from legitimate suppliers, and that gives you the ability to prove that you're allowed to sell that item and that it's a legitimate item. Let me know down in the comments if you think gated categories are a huge hurdle for your business. And while you're down there, don't forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help this channel grow. The third reason I plan on switching over to wholesale is because I could utilize my time more efficiently. One of the most time-intensive parts of selling on Amazon, doing retail and online arbitrage, is actually packing and prepping the items. With wholesale, you should be able to completely eliminate this from your business. The reason for this is because if you find the right wholesale supplier, they will actually ship the products directly to Amazon, so you never touch the product yourself. This will end up saving me an insane amount of time that I could then spend finding more suppliers and buying more products from those suppliers. Just thinking about it, I could take the same amount of time I'm spending now doing retail and online arbitrage and take all that time and put it into wholesale. I could actually grow my business significantly without significant increases in my time invested. As I mentioned earlier, after doing this full time in 2019, I actually feel like I hit a bit of a ceiling with my business. There's only so much time in the day to source products, prep products, pack the products, and then send it off to Amazon. By eliminating the need to prep and pack items, by never actually seeing them myself, I get saved so much time that I can now invest into growing my business. And that actually leads me right into the fourth reason I plan on switching, and that is simply to have a more hands-off business. As I was just mentioning with Arbitrage, I currently go to the store, find products, then I bring them home, prep the products, and then I'm the one that packs them up and sends them out to Amazon. Then I have to repeat this process week after week after week to keep my business going. With Wholesale, I can place orders without ever leaving my house. And I never have to actually see the product because it's going directly to Amazon. This gives me the ability to keep growing my business without investing more time each week. I'll spend more time growing my business than actually running my business, which is what I'm currently looking to do. Another thing to keep in mind, one of the biggest disadvantages of running an Amazon business doing arbitrage is that you can't really take a week off to go on vacation. If you think about it, you have to keep pushing more and more and more product to keep your Amazon business running and growing. As I mentioned with Wholesale, I could place the orders without ever leaving my house. Or I could place those same orders from anywhere as long as I have an internet connection. Or you also have the option of placing larger wholesale orders before you go on vacation, and then you can actually take the time off without having to work while you're out. And this is one of the things that most people are looking for, more time freedom. That's something I'm looking for in my business. My thought process when switching over to Wholesale is I'm going to take the time I free up from not having to prep and pack items to spend that time to grow my business. But at some point in the process, I plan on stepping back and actually focus on other projects, which leads me to the fifth reason that I plan on switching to Wholesale in 2020. The fifth reason and the goal with my Amazon business is to build a business that is similar to what is discussed in the 4-hour work week. I plan on having an Amazon business that is automated and self-reliant. This way, I could free up more of my time so I could focus on things like this YouTube channel and eventually real estate investing, because that is my end goal. Not only will I have more free time, but this business model should produce healthy profit margins every month, which I could then invest into real estate investing, which, as I said, is my long-term goal. From what I learned about a wholesale business on Amazon, is you could eventually hire VAs to completely eliminate a lot of the work from your plate, but this isn't something I plan on doing. My goal is to grow an Amazon business where I spend 4 to 10 hours a week on, and then I take the extra time that I'm not spending on the Amazon business to focus on other ventures like this YouTube channel. If you want to help this YouTube channel grow, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, smash that like button, and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching.